Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet. Battle of the Atlantic continued as Britain. We are in week 0.5 of February 1941 and we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares on the tonnage wall. And we're going to press straight on. So it's week 1 of February 1941 now. Still no sign of the warships in the north. East Mediterranean Sea, Axis bombers attack the naval base at Alexandria, causing light damage. Current repairs delayed by 2 turns in week 1 of February 1941. Right, we don't have any ships in Alexandria, so that's, you know, I mean, it's bad. Obviously I'd much rather our naval base not be attacked, but it's not catastrophic. Oh, not good. First engagement, and it's already going to be a tricky one. Faroe Islands, rainy weather, week 1.5 of February 1941. The destroyer Active, who is escorting a merchant ship T2 tanker, has come under attack in the morning, or they rather have come under attack in the morning from the submarines U-188, U-224 and U-228. These submarines have the initiative. Torpedoes launched at, of course, the tanker. Not particularly surprised by that. The tanker, of course, a very, very tempting prize. But only 4 torpedoes have been launched, which is quite interesting. Can we have air support despite the rainy weather, or is that off limits because it's raining? We'll have a look now. Right, we have 1 depth charge bomber, so we need to be quite strategic with the one. Yeah, we're going to go for this one. My thinking behind that is this U-boat has fired torpedoes already, so it's not really a big danger. This one has refused to fire torpedoes, probably because they're too far away. T2 tanker will speed up and move further along that way, so they probably won't be able to get close enough to fire. This U-boat over here, however, hasn't fired torpedoes and is very much a threat. Which is why it needs to be removed. We need to clear the way for the tanker to get away safely. The tanker, of course, as we know, 22,500 tons, very heavy. Like I said before, a very tempting prize for, you know, for any U-boat captain. So that's U-224 sunk. Tanker, however, in a bit of bother because they've got some torpedoes heading towards them. If I go flank and 20 degrees to port, would that put us in between these torpedoes over here? I hope it does. I think we'll be alright now. I think we will. Just thinking to myself, maybe I should. Seeing as the torpedoes are relatively far away, I will try and turn away with my destroyer like that. Oh, and we're right in between the torpedoes here. See, this is one of those engagements where I'm being made to do things I don't particularly want to do. Maybe even go to port a little bit. Nope, go a little bit to starboard just to sort of get that stern in check. Right, so we've managed to dodge those torpedoes. They're not firing anything. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to stay on this course now. Because, well, if I try and turn, it's not going to go well. So unfortunately I will have to stay on this course, hope that the torpedoes go past me, and then I can turn around and try and work something out. T2 tanker, of course, continues to run away as best as it can. So those have run out of steam. No action, no action. Really the main thing I'm focusing on here is to save the tanker. That's the main thing. Because ultimately that's really my job. And I'm thinking to myself, have we actually already done that in a way already? Because I'm convinced that the German subs, well, one of the subs has still got 4 torpedoes ready to launch. One of them I'm sure will have reloaded by now. At least one. And the AI likes to fire a torpedo as soon as it has one available. Which leads me to believe that I think the tanker is either out of range, outright, or that they're so far away that the submarines think, you know what, this isn't going to be worth it. We won't bother because we're just too far away. So my tactic of clearing out the submarine that I did with the depth charge bomber seems to have worked out. So we have a U-boat on the sonar now. That's good. That's good. No action still. Yeah, I think they've given up on the tanker. I mean, thank you very much. That makes my job considerably easier if you're giving up on it. Having said that, I won't just disengage and leave the U-boats here to cause problems. Just because you've given up on the tanker doesn't mean that you will not be punished for attempting to sink it. Ultimately, you still tried to do it, you still launched 4 torpedoes at it. It was only really because of me that the tanker wasn't lost. I reckon if we didn't have if we didn't have the active here, oh excuse me, we would have probably got the message that, oh yeah, Allied convoy attacks by submarines. No action, no action. I get the feeling that they're going to go for my destroyer very soon. Hard to starboard, stand by the torpedo tubes. 4,200 thereabouts. Drop and splash. Off it goes. Tanker can just move on as it is. It's quite safe already. Here comes my torpedo. Good. That's U-188 sunk. Now we just need to find out how to attack this submarine over here. We can attack it relatively easily actually. Just a shallow turn to starboard and we can do another drop and splash instantly. It's not a 2-in-1, it's a 1 and then 1 or 1 and then 2 depending on how you look at it. But either way, we will have come out of this engagement pretty well actually. I mean, for one destroyer to take on 3 subs and win, you know, I think that's at least somewhat noteworthy. Even if we did have air support to help us clear out one of the subs. But nevertheless, here is the action report. On the British side, the destroyer active received no damage. The merchant ship T2 tanker received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-188 was sunk for 1,032 tons. The submarine U-224 and submarine U-228 was sunk for 800 tons each. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 2,632. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0, 2,632 renown earned. Azore Isles, cloudy weather, week 1.5 of February 1941. The destroyers Ilex and Jervis have come under attack at noon from the submarine U-191. U-191 with the initiative. My bad. Oh, hang on. Well, those don't look good. No! Jeez Louise. Well, at least they didn't outright take out the Ilex. Or they probably would have been... Do you know what, at this point I would have probably preferred it if they had sailed past. If we were a little bit closer, that way they would have done that. If I turn, could I get behind one of the torpedoes perhaps? I'm not sure. No, I'll go backwards and hard to start with. Oh no, this is bad. Can I launch a torpedo perhaps? We're going to lose the Ilex. Oh, if I'd have gone flank, I probably would have gotten away with it. I was debating, it's either backwards or flank that's the correct solution here. Unfortunately, it was flank. Usually back works a treat, but on this occasion it was very much flank that would have done it for us. Well, we're going to lose the Ilex now, basically. There's not much we can do with the Jervis. I mean, just move forwards and yeah, that's it. Please hold on. Another torpedo fired. I will quickly skip over this because I'm scared of the Ilex going up in flames. Action reports on the British side, the destroyer Ilex received medium damage, the destroyer Jervis received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-191 was sunk for 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 1,032. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side, 0, 1,032 renown earned. Right. No, 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 you're not going to fool me and say it was light damage. You got slapped by a torpedo on the stern. I'm not going to believe that for 1 second. Please come over to Gibraltar and repairs. Right, seeing as these warships up here clearly aren't showing up, I do think it's time that we moved everyone back to their proper positions, at least the destroyers. Actually no, they're in the proper position already. It's just these destroyers here in the Norwegian Sea. Right, we can move those back. I suppose we could leave the submarines up here. Maybe. I'll leave the submarines up here for a little while, and then we'll see if they pick anything up. Canary Islands, submarine attacks by enemy aircraft. U-225 receives heavy damage in week 2 of February 1941. Well, that's good news. That's good news. This is still 9 squares, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's 9 squares. Right. I thought for a moment we'd regained a square, perhaps. Right, we have an engagement in the western approaches in cloudy weather, week 2.5 of February 1941. The destroyers Blanche and Boreas, who were escorting the convoy of merchant ships, large freighters, a C3 freighter and a C2 freighter, have come under attack in the afternoon from the submarines U-195 and U-197, with the submarines having the initiative. So torpedoes have been launched at one of the merchants, I assume, not at the destroyer over here. Oh, they've got us on both sides. Oh, no, 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 no. It's a sandwich of doom, I say. This is 1 piece of bread. This is 2 pieces of bread. This is the filling. And there's big teeth coming out of this, and big teeth coming out of this, and it's going to eat it all now. But no, on a slightly more serious note, it's not a good position to be in. I'll go hard at port and stand by the torpedo tubes and hope that we have the distance, which we do, and the angle, which we also do, to fire torpedoes. Right, so this U-boat won't be a big threat anymore. I won't check for air support with the Blanche. I will check for air support with my other destroyer, however. How far away are you as a matter of idle curiosity? Oh, 7,000 yards. So quite some distance still to go. But I'm hoping we might have a depth charge bomber. Well, keep on dreaming. Right, how do we navigate this then? You are probably more in danger from those torpedoes over here. So I'll have you go flank and I'll have you go 20 degrees to starboard. You are in danger or no? You are, you just don't know it yet. Right? No, maybe you're not. Where's the submarine? Can I make it out? Come on, I need to see where the submarine is. Oh, I can't make it out. I'll just do it this way then. Oh no, we're actually miles away here. You go flank and hard to starboard then. You're miles away from anyone. You're in danger, aren't you? Oh, of course. Flank and hard port. Right, how are you doing? Oh, pretty badly. Flank and hard starboard it is for you as well. Here come the torpedoes. Hopefully we manage to just about save everyone. No action, no action. Here comes my torpedo. Good. So that's U-195 sunk. It's a shame we don't have the capability to do an airstrike though. Because if we could have done an airstrike, that would have been the end of the engagement. It would have all been over at this point. But unfortunately, it's still very much far from over. We still have a U-boat over here at 6,000 yards. I might open fire on it. Actually, no. We'll be firing torpedoes on the next turn anyway. Never mind. So we have torpedoes heading this way. Harder port. How are you doing? Oh, actually, you just need to get out of the way quickly. Oh, I'm not even sure that'll clear it anymore. Slight course correction just to clear that. You seem to be doing fine. 10 degrees should ensure you're right in between the torpedoes. A lot of torpedoes in the water, 8 to be exact. Right, harder port, stand by the torpedo tubes. Drop one in now. Oh, I could have dropped it sooner. The one time I actually don't check, and it could have been done pretty much, dare I say, almost immediately. That was a mistake on my part. I take full responsibility for that. Do I want to go flank? I'll turn 10 degrees and go backwards. Now you'll be able to clear these torpedoes, this one specifically over here. Bit of a problem with the submarine over here. I'll have you go, actually no, continue to go flank. More speed means at least somewhat more manoeuvrability. Oh, you seem to be in trouble. Harder port. Right, they've all gone. They've all gone. Good. Good, they've all gone. Here comes my torpedo. Good. Convoy saved. Action report. On the British side, the destroyers Blanche and Boreas received no damage. The merchant ships, large freighters, C3 freighter and C2 freighter received no damage. On the German side, the submarine U-195 was sunk for 1,032 tons, and the submarine U-197 was sunk for also 1,032 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side 2,064. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side 0, 2,064 renown earned. Right, it's a rare occasion. We have a surface engagement. In Cape Verde, in mostly sunny weather in week 2.5 of February 1941, the destroyers Vanek and Vanquisher have come under attack in the evening, from the destroyer Z9. Z9 has the initiative. Alright, that's pretty good for a first salvo. Let's go up to flank. Let's get a broadside away on the Z9. They're saying 22.4. I'll go 22.5 because that's close enough already. How big of a correction do we need for the wind? I'm going to go in the middle over here and see what that does. Vanek, open fire. Shoot. So the correction was good, the elevation not so good. But that's not really a huge problem. Elevation is, well, elevation and correction for the wind is something, or both things that we can adjust. But it's always, I'd say, I mean obviously you want to hit them immediately, but realistically I'm of the opinion that if you can get at least to one of them, so either the correction or the elevation right on the first salvo, it's a pretty good position to be in. So the correction wasn't good on that one. I've got a feeling that it'll be this destroyer over here that will be playing a central role against the Z9. We'll turn in a little bit just to sort of throw them off their course ever so slightly. So 22.5 was rubbish, they're saying. They've come forward. Now they're saying 15.8. I'll go 16.8 maybe. Because usually when they say drop it by a ridiculous amount, they say drop it by too much, and then you short, and then you have to waste time trying to figure out where to go from there, and then you might be long, and then short, and then they're getting salvos away all the time, and it's just, you know, shoot. Pretty bad overall. So now even, well, I guess the wind carried those a bit too much, I think. The good news is I have two ships, so we've got at least that going for us. So, seeing as the correction wasn't big enough last time, we'll go all the way down here. Now they're saying to go 21.6, I'll go 22.6. Shoot. Close, close. No one's actually scored any hits yet, although that could be about to change. Yep, as soon as I say it, there it goes. So we've been hit. What has been hit specifically? Oh, of course, pumps, heavy damage, sonar, heavy damage. Right, of course, that's what's been hit. 1/3 speed as a result of that. Seeing as we are flooding and we can't really control said flooding, we will have to, you know, do certain things to at least somewhat alleviate the problem. Right, so I'll go about here for the correction. Shoot. Alright, we scored some hits as well. But ultimately First Blood does go to the Z9. Yeah, but we've got 2 ships and you're only 1. So in that respect we have an advantage as well. 17-1, I'll go 18-1 instead. 18-2 even. I'll go over here for the correction. Shoot! Yeah, that's not bad at all. Torpedoes? No, they're doing something, but it's not launching torpedoes. What they've done is they've exposed all of their ship to me. And that's very nice of them. That means it's much easier to actually hit it that way. I'll go all the way down here actually. Right, 15.9 was there. Now they're saying to go down to 12.7. I don't think so. I think probably about 14 is alright. Shoot. Four out of 4. Impressive. 100% hit rate there. It was a very, very good salvo. A very important one as well. It's really caused quite a lot of damage. I'll go 16-4. We can get one more salvo like that. I think that could sink them potentially even. Shoot! Oh wow, wow, wow. I think we've destroyed their turret at the front. Yep, B turret has been destroyed. Yes, I know the sonar is... Oh, why is it saying sonar offline when they fixed it? Shouldn't it say sonar offline when it got broken? Whatever. I'll think about that later. Now they are trying to turn away and run. We're not going to let them. Shoot! Into the target, please. Lovely. Are they sinking or not yet? Not yet. Right, well... Vanquisher, please do the honours. Take them out. 16-4, I think maybe a little bit higher. 16-9 perhaps. Shoot! This will hopefully be the last salvo here. No, it won't. We were long. We were long. They're in really bad shape though, so I'm not particularly concerned about that. I'll put the guns about here this time. 14-6 was good. They've gone away some more. We'll go 15-3. Shoot! No, that was a little bit short actually. Probably 15-5 would have been a bit better. Right, let's go here for the correction. 16-9 was a little bit long. I'll go up to 17 exactly this time. Shoot! Because they have moved away somewhat. Yet again a little bit long. Fine, I'll go less on the elevation next time then. Go on. Put the guns about here. So we were short, I believe, last time. Let's go up to 16 this time. Shoot! And short yet again. Have we stopped shooting well? Possibly. I mean, they are making smoke, so the idea with smoke is that it's more difficult to hit you, so I'm not particularly surprised by that. I'll actually go down to 16-8. Shoot! Well, that's one hit on the stern. More hits than we had in the last few salvos. And at this point every hit could be the last one. How much did we go up by this time? I'll go up by 1 degree again. 1.2. Shoot! Ah, almost. Try 2 degrees maybe next time, or 1.5. Or something else entirely. .68 was alright, we almost got a hit. Well, we did get a hit. We'll go up to 18.2. Shoot! No, you see the wind just about carries them a bit too much. I need to slightly increase the amount that I correct by for the wind. Say about here. Right, this time I'll go up to 18.9. Shoot! Come on! Ah, nearly. Right, if we don't do anything now, if we don't score any hits on them now, I will turn with the Vanquisher and close them down that way. 18.2 was over here. This was 16.8. I'll go up to 20 this time. Shoot! Go on! No, not really what we wanted. Just some near misses, that's all. I'll go down here this time then. 18.8. So 19, so I'll go up to 21. Shoot! Go on, looking good. Oh, lovely. Oh look, we've got the two destroyers right next to each other. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool actually. Right, where's the Z9? Over there. Right, 20 degrees was there. 22? Shoot. Looking good. Yep, we are hitting them. We're actually managing to hit them this time. It's good. Elevation will go up now to 23. There it is. And now that we've figured out the right amount to adjust, not a problem doing that either. Shoot! A little bit long. I suspect that'll be because a certain level of damage has now occurred. So they're not moving as quickly. Right, 22 was over here and was good. I'll say 23.3. Bit of a random number, I suppose, but if it works, it works. Shoot. I hope it works. Yep, that's worked. Right, Vanek, you were a little bit long with your shots. So I'm going to have you do only 23. I'll go 23.3 with you as well, actually. Let's see if that does anything. Shoot. Come on. Yeah, it's one more hit. .23.3 was good, so I'll increase it only by about 0.4 this time, seeing as they are basically, you know, not moving much at all. Shoot! Come on, into the target. It's a hit on the stern, possibly. Oh! Here we go, they've given up on disengaging. It's fantastic news. Good. So that means we have slowed them down to below 10 knots. 5.9 is their current speed. That's good. I'll go 23.3 again. Shoot. Come on. Another hit. We are slowly but surely whittling them down. I think that's pretty good. 3 knots now, so basically stationary. I'll even drop this down a little bit to 23.5. Shoot! Go on. They've tried to turn. Oh, here we go. That's too far away to cause underwater damage, I think. I think it is. You can have, if it's really close, by all means, it can cause underwater damage, but I think, you know, at that sort of distance, it's a little bit too much. Shoot! Go on. Yes, there they go. Z9 is sinking. Oh, good job, you guys. Pretty pleased with your work. You took the damage for basically both of them. Well done. Action reports. On the British side, the destroyer Van Eyck received light damage, and the destroyer Vanquisher received no damage. Fair enough. On the German side, the destroyer Z9 was sunk for 2,260 tons. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side. Warship tons sunk on the German side, 2,260. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side 0, 2,260 were now earned. United Kingdom, warship attacked by Axis aircraft, destroyer Skeena receives medium damage in week 2.5 of February 1941. Right. It's time to wrap things up, I believe. It's been going on. Video's been going on for long enough now. Still 9 squads on the tonnage wall, so we're plateauing out, I would say. We're not really going much lower than this. Battle of the Atlantic, week 3 of February 1941. No additional naval vessels sunk for Britain, still 17 and 96,000 tons. Merchants sunk up a bit, I think. Over almost 2.9 million tons now. Naval vessels sunk for Germany, however, is 175, which means now we officially have a 1 to 10 kill ratio. So for every one ship that we lose as Britain, Germany loses 10. I mean, they are beating us in the tonnage war, but can they keep paying such a high price for sinking our convoys? I'd like to think they can't, and that they will lose as a result. Ships lost, British list really struggling to get longer. German side, however, several seconds just to scroll through all these names. But anyway, that is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you're enjoying this series, if you enjoy the content, then do leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.